An online platform aims to give you your best match yet in your career. OJT Connect bridges students and career shifters to meaningful opportunities worldwide. Joining us in the studio this morning to tell us more, OJT Connect founder Romel Romero. It's a beautiful day, Romel. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Morning. Romel literally flew here from San Diego just to be on our show.
Still jet lagged.
We are a destination.
We are a destination, yes.
But it's good to have you back. I know we had a sit down last year, but this time, it's a lighter setting, no more suits. First of all, congratulations on the recognition and congratulations to OJT Connect. I know you celebrated your first anniversary last March.
Yes.
Let's talk about OJT Connect. Can you tell us what is this all about? What is this platform all about? What does it do and how does it help Filipino students and employers as well?
It all started from recognizing our culture. And ever since I was a child, we always had this, this idea of sacrifice, and OFW, and it kind of led on to personal experiences. When I traveled to where I spoke at PUP Onisan, which is a provincial college out in Quezon. And that's when I started realizing there's this big issue of job mismatch. And I started digging a little more, and I started realizing that opportunity isn't available everywhere. And it led to an article I read, and it was titled, "Talent is everywhere, but opportunity isn't. And the world is missing out on it. Opportunity is only given to the privileged. And that privilege is very small, the percentage. Who knows what's like around the world in terms of talent.
Right.
Unless we don't provide the opportunity. We'll never know.
Yeah, what I love about that statement is the fact that I know you understand being an OFW, understanding the Filipino workforce, that there is a sort of hidden talent within the Filipino workforce. Sure, the entire world knows about our hospitality, our friendliness. There are those stereotypes which I believe are completely validated when it comes to Filipino workers, that we have a certain level of care that others might not have. But then it feels like you understand it goes beyond just those typical stereotypes.
Oh yeah, definitely. What's a good prime example? Nurses.
Yeah.
That was recognized how many years ago? But why was that the last, I guess I wouldn't say credible, but relevant certain position that the Philippines could contribute in terms of the workforce for the world? You can't go to any hospital in California and not see a Filipino nurse.
Of course, yeah.
And imagine, the scalability in terms of a future for that individual, But I believe there's more to us. Of course, the world sees the Philippines at the moment, and there's nothing wrong with these industries, call centers, BPO. But then how would we kind of pivot that to something a little bit more great?
Right.
Something that could provide a better future in terms of, not really value in terms of wealth or anything like that, just for kind of your personal goals. And because why do we go to school?
Right, to get a better future and better opportunities.
We have a dream.
Yes.
But if you have setbacks because there's no opportunity, how could we fulfill that dream?
And I love the word opportunity, and you've used that multiple times. So for those who are watching us right now and want to leap on that opportunity, how does OJT Connect work?
It's extremely simple. And I believe in building simple technology these days to fix real problems. It's a basic web platform.
Okay.
And it works like any job website. Any applicant, alumni, student could just create an account and apply for positions that are available. And everything is done remotely. And that's the beauty about technology. Everything could be done remotely. And our main goal isn't, it is to unravel the hidden talent.
Right.
But it's also to, build the resume of someone, having the credible work experience, or the relevant work experience. And especially with a company abroad, just imagine the steps you could get after that.
And not only is your website simple, but it's also free.
Yeah, free 99. Because that's how we work. I get asked this all the time. I'm a tech guy. We don't run the same traditional business as everyone else. We focus on the problem, we focus on the growth, and we'll figure out to monetize later on. But if it's our usual passion is fixing the problem. and not scaling in terms of profit, but scaling in terms of growth and usage and addressing that problem.
You know, Romel, you mentioned
Yeah.
job mismatch a while ago, and I think that is a problem here in the Philippines, that skills mismatch in on-the-job training placements and internships. And I may be wrong, but some of the schools don't really monitor where their students will be having their internships, right? As long as you complete the number of hours that's required by the curriculum, then you're all set to graduate, right? So
Yeah.
this is where OJT Connect comes in. This is where you guys help. Can you tell us about, you know, the process of how you match the skills of these students that you help with the companies that you're partnering with?
Well, you know, I would say it's kind of common sense, right? If a company's putting on a position could be done remotely, whether it could be accounting, HR, those are the kind of companies we want to approve to be on a platform. Obviously, we can't do anything in healthcare. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But anything that could be done remotely, and it's possibly you're able to do it remotely, you guys could definitely sign up for the platform. That's just how it works. You know? That's the beauty about the internet. You could create this invisible bridge.
You
You know, and you could get things done.
Right.
Right?
You know, I just want to emphasize just how much of a problem this is. So what we're trying to address really here is underemployment. Let's be completely fair. In the Philippines, at least 13.3% in January of 2024, 12.3% in 2023, and 14.2% in 2022. So it obviously is there when it comes to underemployment. My question here is really, when you look at the start of all of this, I want to know personally, just what got you started? Like, is there a moment in particular when you thought that this wasn't right? Because it takes a moment for you to realize, I want to address this problem, and I just want to figure out what that moment was for you.
You know, it just comes like an impact in terms of my experiences.
Yeah.
You know, and it wasn't until I started visiting the provincial colleges, and it started to kind of unveil itself.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know, my parents' driver, he worked so hard to get his degree, but his best opportunity was in terms of, you know, sustaining, to have a financial stable life, was to be a driver.
Yeah.
And when I drive around and I see like all these banners, I'm like, oh, we're so proud that this person summa cum laude, right?
Yeah.
There's so much like I guess, you know, support and celebration that their daughter, son, or whoever made it this far.
Yeah.
But then, okay, what's the end game after that?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, the
Where
hard
do
work.
they go?
Right.
Yeah.
Where do they go? The hard work is there.
The talent.
Yeah, the talent
where's
is
that go?
there, and you go back to the States, and it's the same thing. You know, I've bumped into numerous individuals who had a degree in the Philippines, but they're doing a job that didn't pertain to their degree. And when I bring this idea up to them, they go, you know, I wish I had this
Yeah.
when I was younger.
Yeah.
And it's been in our culture for years. You know, I come from the Navy family. And everywhere I lived there's Filipinos. I touched the mic. Everywhere I've lived, there were Filipinos around me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's it built from that experiences being around a lot of Filipinos. But it wasn't until I started visiting the Philippines where it was more visible.
Hey, first of all, don't worry about touching the mic. But then,
Told me though.
Just looking at, I love that story of yours. Just going around talking to all these Filipinos, understanding it's a problem internationally, not just from Philippine setting. I mean, I'm sure you have a lot of success stories. You have a lot of stories wherein you connected people and helped them grow. But is there any story in mind in particular that makes you feel like, yeah, this is the reason why I'm doing this? Is there something that really touched your heart or in your mind that really makes you feel that, hey, this is doing some good?
It was my proof of concept. So I grew a partnership with PUP and Nissan, and you know, they asked me, hey, do you mind taking in some of our OJTs? I go, sure. I don't know what OJT is. Like, what is that?
It's a very Filipino
I
term,
didn't know
isn't
what
it?
an OJT was too. Because we call it internships back home.
Yes.
Well, we call it internships here too. It's just that
I
OJT
didn't
is a very
know it was
Filipino term.
OJT.
I had no idea what it was. I'm like, what is it? Oh, it's internships. Okay, great. But then, you know, that was kind of the time where I had that impact of, okay, well, there is a problem. So when I brought in about 10 OJTs from PUP and Nissan, but I didn't want them to do meaningless work for me. I said, you know, how about we do this, guys? you guys break up into teams, and you guys pitch me 3 ideas, and let's create a startup.
Oh, wow.
And I'll have my team in the US support you guys. And I want these startup ideas to kind of be impactful to your surrounding areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one that won, that was about a ride-sharing platform, because it's difficult to rent a van to go to like Lucena. Right?
Yeah.
So they're like, why don't we create a ride-sharing platform? Like, that's a great idea. It's going to save people on cost. And then but the whole idea wasn't for them to scale as a startup. The whole idea was giving the realistic world of how startups work.
Yeah.
How chaotic they are. It's
Right.
not perfect.
Yeah.
But the main goal was for them to work for me, get that experience, and have a published platform under their belt. So 8 out of the 10 got jobs in their respective fields. And I go, whoa, we got something here.
Yeah.
And it kind of relates to who I am in terms of business. I believe in selflessness, and I think that's extremely important when you run a business. And that kind of led me to what I'm doing today.
Romel, just in case we have viewers who are just about to apply for a job, apply for internship, we want to know, what are your tips in creating a really good and effective resume?
I was going to say they have to be in school right now, though.
I started noticing a lot, especially having this platform. And the main tip is, how are you different from everybody else?
Yeah.
And I've noticed a lot of the users are voluntarily going on OJT Connect just to get the experience. And not necessarily going through their OJT deployment. A lot of them are just voluntarily taking the initiative to get the experience. And by doing multiple internships, it's going to make you different. You're going to stand out as through everybody else, and because it's going to show that, hey, this person's taking an initiative. I want that person to work for me.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely.
I gotta agree with that. I mean, like when I was in college, I took 4 or 5 internships, and only 2 of them were required.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, like it really does make a big difference, just doing all of that. I mean, like, but when you look at the way that you host your platform, what I'm curious with it also is, we're talking a lot about the applicants, but then the companies that look for these OJTs, these interns, normally, how do you go through them? How do you vet them? And of course, how do you make sure that it is a worthwhile experience for all of these?
That's actually a good question. That's a good one. And we don't focus on large-scale companies. I know that's what the world sees, right? It looks great on paper. But if you bring on large-scale companies, that talent isn't going to be shown, because we're going to get meaningless work, right?
Yeah.
But if we focus on small to mid-sized companies, because if those companies, they'll be given a lot more responsibility and a lot more training. The idea isn't large numbers with OJT Connect. It's about getting the best the Philippines could offer, and we don't make it easy. There's different things, and there's different avenues within a platform that lets us know as the owners of the platform that, okay, this individual is a go-getter. And it starts off with the profile. If you don't complete your profile from beginning to end, it kind of shows your character. So those individuals who complete their profile from beginning all the way to the end, we actually put them on a carousel on the business dashboard, so they could see, oh, well, this person has a full profile, right? So it just, those are the ones we kind of want to highlight, because it just, to us, I want to show the best of the best, because I'm Filipino.
Right.
We don't want no skates, right? So we want the go-getters.
That Filipino pride. And what you're doing, Romel, is amazing. And I'm so glad that something like this is coming out and about. And I'm glad that you finally got recognized. You were named 2025 Leader of Influence in Technology by the San Diego Business Journal for the 2nd time. Not only first time, 2nd time. So congrats. How was it winning that award? Let's talk more personal now.
I don't know who's nominating me. Shoot.
He's like, I don't know what's happening. I
Thank
just
you.
woke up and got
Thank
that
you.
award. Let's look for Romel there. Where are you there, Romel? That is hilarious.
It's like a game, find Romel.
Well, Ann knows me. If you guys did your research, I'm extremely organic,
Yes.
And I'll be honest, I am humbled to be a part of especially these individuals. Oh my God, look, you got like AI guys, you got guys in the defense, defense
There he
tech.
is. Wait, let me point him
And
out.
then you got this guy. There he is. Yeah. Well, you know what I'm the most proud of in here? Yeah. Is that I'm the only Filipino.
Yeah,
Oh, no
actually.
way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I just want to remind people that we did not get this from their own site. We got it from his Facebook page. Can we go up there? We go up there right over so we can see the source. Ang nakakonte. Basta yun, it says it's from his Facebook page. There it is.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
It's so good. But Romel, I'm just so happy that you're doing this. I'm so happy that you're trying to address this problem. For those who want to go and get on the platform, how do they do so? And of course, another thing I wanted to ask, but I completely forgot, is the age limit to start and to end. I mean, like, is there, in your opinion, the proper age, quote unquote, for it?
It's college graduates to those, college graduates and on.
All right.
You know, we can't do anything with high schoolers or anything. It just doesn't make any sense. But college and on. Yeah.
And how do people get on the platform?
Oh, just OJTconnect.com. It's as simple as any job
Simple as
website.
that.
Simplicity.
Thank you so much for your time, Romel. Now you can get some sleep after this.
Yeah.
Get some rest.
Or don't,
Thank you.
because it's the morning. Just stay up because he's still jet lagged. It's afternoon in San Diego right now, so hopefully.
We really appreciate you coming on the show today. Thank you so much. Romel Romero, ladies and gentlemen, the founder of OJT Connect.